Hey everybody, it's TVSO, aka The Ratchet Empath, and today I'm going to be doing your reading for the month of June going into the beginning of July. So I really want to make sure that you guys go watch the intro. I made a video that was discussing the energies that we have going into the next couple of weeks. So definitely make sure that you check out that video before you watch this one. Healing, if you will, is definitely the word of the day. It's the word of the week, the month, the year 2020. The word is healing. All right, so the word for the collective is healing, and the song for the collective is Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. I don't know, I'm pretty sure most of you guys already heard that song, but because if you want to make the world a better place, you gotta look at yourself and make a change. So yeah, I feel like part of it is wanting to look at ourselves and heal our wounds and heal our trauma, but also you have to make sure that you're not hitting yourself. I'm kind of like getting like a vision of like, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself. And what I mean when I say that is it's like, okay, yes, we're trying to look at the man in the mirror. Yes, we're trying to heal, but at the same time, you cannot be too hard on yourself. Ease up a little bit. Be a little bit more playful. Really what you want to focus on in these next couple weeks is paying attention to your intuition. Your intuition is not only going to be at an all-time high, you're definitely going to be able to sense things before they're happening, as well as paying attention to your dreams, because your dreams are going to be a really big indicator of what is going on in your subconscious and your unconscious mind. So when I'm talking about, stop hitting yourself, I kind of feel like a lot of us are looking at the wounds and the trauma that we have been, facing all our lives. And it's like, I feel like some people are like, in order to heal their wounds, they're like jumping in like a bathtub of alcohol. And it's like, there are better ways to heal your wounds. Almost like you're trying to heal your wounds with more pain. And yeah, you definitely want to work on your shadow self, and yeah, you definitely want to work on healing your childhood traumas, but you can't be too hard on yourself. That's going to create even more hectic energy. So just a reminder, not everything needs to be said, not everything needs to be understood. Just remember that you are having a human experience. You're just human. There is going to be ups and downs. Not everything is going to go exactly your way or exactly how you planned it, but that doesn't mean there aren't better days to come. Sadness doesn't last forever. So stop being so stuck and kind of let yourself be a little bit more free in where you currently are in your life, and just be a little bit more appreciative of where you are instead of constantly trying to remind yourself of where you're not. So my advice to you is to get in nature, do grounding activities, Google how to ground myself, you know what I'm saying? Get your foot on the sand, or go to the beach, or walk barefoot in some grass. Definitely go ahead and ground yourself, because the energy is going to be high. So this is the time to get low. So yeah, I think that is it, okay? Don't be so hard on yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Remember that better days are coming. Remember that it is okay not to be okay. And remember that every day is a new opportunity to make a change. Alright guys, I'm really excited. So let's get right into it. Right. The first sign is Cancer. Of course, Cancer is the first sign. I mean, whew, okay. Like I said, we have officially started Cancer season, and the moon is also in Cancer, which means the solar eclipse is in Cancer. So this is definitely your energy right now. I feel like you probably have, let me think of a song. I think, you know what the song for Cancer right now is Quarantine by IMDb. So let's go ahead and listen to the song. I feel like right now, you like even quarantine mode, you know what I'm saying? You're focusing on yourself. You want to just celebrate your birthday. I feel like it's a lot of celebration. And you're really looking at your relationships as something that is your main focus. You want to give it to me, you want to be all of me. That is the energy I am currently getting for you right now. I feel like right now you're just focusing on love. You're really focusing on yourself. You're focusing on loving yourself. You're focusing on kind of, I'm not going to say finding a new identity, but falling into who you already are and standing in that unapologetically. It's your birthday. What you got planned for your birthday? Go ahead, drop a comment. Tell me what you got planned for your birthday, when your birthday is, okay? I want to know. I am so happy I'm doing you guys first. Go right into it. That came right out. Ooh. Oh, okay. So we have the Magician, the Lover's card in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like this past energy, you've been doing a lot of focusing on yourself. A lot of inner love, a lot of self-care. You've really been trying to manifest this Queen of Pentacles, which means you're really focusing on things that are going to be bringing you money, things that are going to be bringing you abundance. I feel like with the Lover's card in reverse, in the past, you might have been having a little bit trouble in some of your relationships, especially your honestly, regardless of if it's platonic, regardless of if it's work, regardless of if it's family or it's somebody that you are currently dating, you may have felt that things were not really going how you expected them to go. Yeah. So you felt stabbed in the back. This is the 10 of Swords. So 10 of Swords talks all about making you feel intense pain. And when the 10 of Swords, since it's stabbing in the back energy, is pain that was unexpected. You definitely got hit harder than you thought. Like in the past, you may have been putting yourself down a lot, as well as focusing on things that were not working out. So you're putting your energy and you're putting your focus into relationships that have not working. And since now you felt that pain, you're in a space where you're more so focused on things that are actually going to bring you joy. So I really think it's important to reflect, but also move on. Move on from that pain. Ace of Swords. So this is the energy that you're coming into. You're coming into that warrior energy. You're coming into that space where you're able to get shit done a lot more quicker. Again, with you feeling that pain, I feel like that stopped you a lot. I feel like whatever happened that was unexpected definitely made you take a step back and made you look in the mirror like, okay, what do I really want to get done? And what is really my main focus as far as not only the job that I want, but more so the relationships that are in my life. With the Ace of Swords, you definitely have some things clearing up, and I feel like you're starting to get a lot more downloads. I feel like your vision, your abilities are starting to be a lot more clear, and you may have been getting sensations and feeling like, okay, I'm a little off, but I really don't know what it is, and I think you're starting to figure out what it is that threw you off so much. And you got the Ace of Swords. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. I feel like right now you have a lot of energy that is going to be good for manifesting. I mean, right now we have the Sun in Cancer and the Moon is also in Cancer. If you want $1 million, you got $1 million. If you want a relationship that's happy, you got a relationship that's happy. It's really depending on what you put your energy into. Since right now we're in your sign, you basically are the alpha dog in the way your life is going to be in these next couple of weeks. Right now, it's really important to start journaling and figuring out what you want to do to make sure that you have a clear vision and a clear schedule of what you're aiming to. Because right now with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, that basically means like whatever you want is already yours. The meditation and calming is going to be important for you at this time, because since you're on like this go energy, you really want to make sure that you're not moving too fast, or else things may start to exhaust you a little bit. Okay, let's see what Cancer should be focusing on in the future. Oh my god. Stop. Okay, this is crazy. You got the Ace of Wands. I told you. Yo, what you want is yours. So you got the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Cups. You are in crazy manifestation energy right now, and you need to make a list of the things that you really want to focus on, because I feel like right now you've been putting a lot of your energy in little things, and you really want to make sure that you're focusing your energy on that one big thing that you really want to come true. Because right now it looks like things have definitely been pretty bad in the past with everything that was going on, not only in your outer world but your inner world. But right now, that's what's shifting. I mean, you literally got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands in a row. But you also have the Page of Swords here. So I feel like with the Page of Swords, you low-key have been looking behind your back. Like with this coming out in reverse, that's letting me know that you feel like some energy around you or some energy that you've been focusing on is not for you. And you know it. And I feel like you keep kind of going back and forth. And I feel like that's also why the Seven of Cups is here, because you keep going back and forth and telling yourself, is this a good move for me? Should I go this way or should I go that way? But honestly, you need to trust your intuition. Like, you already know what you need to do, but you keep kind of stalling yourself even though you already know the outcome. Okay, let's go ahead and get some advice. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Your advice is try new things to control your anxiety. Try new things to improve your sleep. With this coming out in reverse, this lets me know that your anxiety has been at an all-time high recently. You really want to focus on finding different coping mechanisms. Tell yourself that you are not your anxiety. What I really want you to focus on is your breath, okay? When you feel yourself kind of getting anxious, make sure that you are breathing in a way that is calming to you, okay? Because the more you stress yourself out, you're just gonna stress yourself out. So stop focusing on the anxiety, because that is what's going to be amplified. And when you do have anxiety attacks, make sure that when you are breathing, for each breath, you're thinking about something that you're grateful for. You're thinking about something that you're blessed for. Take your mind and flip it. Take your mind and meditate in a way where your energy is attracting positivity. Because if you're in this space of anxiety, then you're going to be attracting other people that are also anxious, and then it's just going to be a whole bunch of anxious energy bouncing off of each other, okay? So in your relationships, make sure that when you're having conversations with people, whether it's at work or whether it's your lover or even your family, I really think it's important for you to listen to your heart. I really feel like in the past you were able to manifest this really extraordinary love affair, and you definitely felt extremely secure in that. But it's almost like as soon as you felt secure in that, either you stabbed somebody in the back or somebody stabbed you in the back. I feel like that's kind of what caused you to focus more on yourself. That pain is what caused you to focus more on yourself. And now that you've kind of done a lot of reflecting, I think it's time to the activity, and don't be afraid to go for the thing that you really want. Because even though we are in Mercury Retrograde, we are definitely in your sign right now, which basically means that, you're the boss, you're the captain. So start to narrow down these choices you have, as well as stop feeling like you have to look over your shoulder. Look forward and focus on things that you actually want to come into fruition, because that is what's going to manifest. Basically, whatever energy you're at right now is what you're going to attract. So just be mindful of your energy. I almost feel like you've been unsatisfied with the options that you have been picking, and that's what's giving you anxiety. I feel like you have so many options that you really don't know where to go. And I feel like that's what is making you stay up at night, and now you can't go to sleep because you keep thinking of, well, what about this and what about that? And let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and do that. But I definitely think that you've been stressing yourself out a little bit. So try to take a little bit of a break, a mental break. Get off social media, or reduce the amount of social media you use on a daily basis. Stop comparing yourself to where others are at. Don't continue to compare yourself, because I feel like you might be wanting to match someone else's energy, and you're comparing yourself saying, well, that person has that person getting picked is right, Cancer. Well, happy birthday. I'm really excited for you guys. I think you guys are going to be manifesting really big things during this Mercury retrograde. And what I would say to you is, don't be afraid to explore your options. Do not be afraid to explore your options.